more they put up construction, the more the roads messed up. So everybody want to drive today. Everybody want to cruise. Just dropped my trailer off. Headed back to the yard. Time for me to get off. Time for me to kick back and relax. Relayed this trailer to this other driver, and I made decent time. I made it there, able to head on back. So that worked out. I got to deal with Chicago traffic. I don't know why it's so hard for people to drive. Like, it's only a brake pedal and a gas pedal. I could drive. Sometimes I be just want to just close my eyes and just drive. These people just don't want to drive. I don't know how to drive. One of the two. For the sake of it, I can't understand what's so hard about it. Even on the interstates, like there's no red lights, so why you stopping? People see state troopers on the side of the road and they just panic. It's just something clicking their brain to where it's like, okay, automatically hit the brakes. Like, you can have somebody pulled over already and they just don't hit the brakes. Like a dramatization. But I look at it like, as long as I'm doing the speed limit, there's nothing you could do. But yeah, another day in the books. I just wish they had better drivers out here, people that actually drive the speed limit. Well, it won't be so hard for other drivers, but I guess everybody don't drive the same. I seen one guy, I was coming down and he was in the far left lane. So I guess he tried to take the first exit, but then he changed his mind. So this guy was in a truck. And he went from left lane and then jumped all the way over to the exit. So if I wasn't paying attention, There would have been an accident. I had a car right in front of me, and the car swerved to keep from hitting him. Because he just came out, he just suddenly just got off. And I don't think he knew where he was going. So for all you new drivers out there, they should have told you this in CDL school. If you miss the first exit, just go to the next one and turn around. But he panicked and he just swerved over. And if somebody was coming, on that off ramp, he would have hit him. So there's a lot of stuff you hear, especially like on the CB radio. For whatever reason, they like driving that center lane and sitting in that center lane while other drivers trying to get around them. I just want to say that it doesn't matter how many years you've been driving, it's do you got the experience to handle the equipment. So you got some drivers been driving 20 years, don't know how to back up. This is crazy to me, and it's new because as an experienced driver, I have to drive for other 18-wheeler drivers that's supposed to know how to drive. So I got to look out for them now, not just the actual four-wheelers. I have to look out for other truck drivers. So it's crazy now. Back when I first started, everybody knew what their role was. You were driving slow, you stay in the right lane. Now the slow drivers get into the middle lane. Makes it hard for drivers that trying to get around because we can't see around down the right side of you. So we don't know if the lane open. So that's why it was mandatory for slow trucks to stay in the right lane because the driver could see down the left side of you, but we can't see down the right side. So we end up being stuck behind a slow moving truck. I just call them lane blockers. That's what I call them because that's all they do is block the lane. It's not an excuse because I hauled every kind of trailer you could name, and it's like, okay, why are you driving slow? You might say, well, I got an end up, but I pulled end up before. I didn't know drive slow, no end up. Why are you driving slow? And the thing that I noticed about Illinois. State troopers don't never pull these dump trucks and end dumps over for not tarping their loads. That's one of the things I see in Illinois. also seen on the road where they got drivers that's chaining steel or metal. They putting chains on steel or metal. Like no rag in between it. They just got bare steel on metal and drill pipes. So my next question is, what is they training these people to do? Because that was a no-no. You can't put metal on metal. And if you did use chains, you had to use like a rag or some kind of rubber in between the metal. Like it was never metal on metal. I'm confused on where trucking going now. Because it's like they don't care no more. But I do know one thing. You better not be in Louisiana with an untarred load. Like, they'll pull you over quick in Louisiana. They see a speck of debris or whatever you got on your end dump or a dump truck. They see any of that fall off, they're gonna pull you over. I'm not sure about the other states, but I know Louisiana don't play that. Illinois, like, they too laid back on it. I see untarred loads all the time in Illinois. Trucks go, there's no order. I mean, trucks get to do whatever they want. And you want to ride in the fast lane? Ride in the fast lane. If they feel like stopping you, then they ain't got nothing to do, then they'll stop you. Other than that, they'll pass you right up. It's new to me how this new age trucking going. I'm trying to stay safe out here. And you see the road is horrible. I'm trying to stay safe out here. So I've been out here for a while, so it's kind of, I'm starting to see what you get away with and what you can't get away with. Which is not too much you can't get away with. Like, I'm telling you, Illinois is like, they do what they want to do. State, so you can't ride in that left lane. You cannot ride in the left lane. They'll pull you over, cite you for failure to obey sign or whatever, driving in the wrong lane. But that's how it is nowadays in the trucking industry. Every man for themselves. There's no teamwork whatsoever. somebody you work with and work for the same company you work for. Like, that's the only way you would get some kind of help. But it is insane. It's like unreal. Can't get the word out. Unreal. It's not the trucker that I know. I told the guy, like, man, it must be easy to get a CDL now. Looking at all the truck drivers on the road, and I'm looking at how they drive, and I'm like, where you get a CDL from? Like, please tell me so I can tell other people to go there and get your CDL, because apparently you ain't got to do much. So pay your few $1,000s and get your CDL. And, you know, I understand everybody hollering about the driver shortage. We gotta fill the seats. But what's the cost of you filling that seat? Because they steady coming out with rules. They steady having accidents. Hey, instead of just training the driver, they just hire, train some more drivers, put them in the truck, and just keep it going. The trucking industry got such a large turnover rate. Drivers in, not training them. Like, nah, I take that back. They training them how to go forward, which is majority of our job is backing. So you gotta know how to back. You gotta know how to back. You gotta know how to trailer maneuver so you can back the trailer. It's not a challenge for me no more, so I started trying to back doubles up and try to master that, because I done got so used to backing a 53-foot up, trying to learn how to do the doubles. Yeah, and like I said, anybody get a CDL now. CDL is not worth what they used to be. It's like a regular driver's license. But like I said, I don't know. What they showing them. So when they get out here, they realize that it's not what they learned in school. It's not what they told them. Reality snaps them across the face, and then they get a reality check and realize, like, hey, some of them stay, some of them quit, because it's not what they said they was gonna be. They get out here, and then they get a reality check. They get a taste of the real truck. They don't get no history for trucking. respect for the trucks. They don't want to let you over. Like, you have to make your way in. Which I hate to say. I would regret having to say that, but the job is stressful by itself. And then you get out here on the road and now you got to deal with people that's not courteous as, you know, truck drivers will be courteous. Some truck drivers don't even be courteous. And I'm like, okay, so you gotta be a new driver. Because I'm telling you, when I first started, it was not like this. It was not like this at all. But that's it for today. Go ahead and wrap this up. I'll catch you guys. Once again, this is Trucker Overhaul. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that bell, so you can get some updates whenever I post. Like, comment, and share. So anyone that you know that's trying to get a CDL, they can get this information straight from the trucker's mouth.